Hello Taurus singles out there, thank you so much for tuning in. We are reading for 2020 and this is a love life reading. This reading is designed to bring you some sustainable insights that you can also apply in your love life if it resonates for sure. This reading series I am now conducting is definitely not a quick fix, it's a long one. As it's a general version for the channel, I will try to keep it more on spot, but in the private version it may even take 3 hours time. So if you consider a private version of this reading, definitely check the description box below. In this reading series, I'm trying to give you something sustainable and definitely not an instant gratification. This reading is for people who wanna do the work and wanna explore their love life patterns, seeing how things are manifesting for them and what they can do to prevent things to manifest for them over and over again in the same nature. So this reading series is giving you the power to change your circumstances by analyzing your own love life patterns. Let's begin now. Let's do not lose any time. It's gonna be, I think, more than 50 minutes this one. Let's start from the first spread here. We will have 2 spreads. Some practical situations we will be looking at now around your love life, your retrospective look to your love life patterns, and then we will see what is manifesting for you. There is something very interesting about this one. I will tell you when its turn comes. Now, the first card here is about you and the issues surrounding you. We have the devil. So this is you and the issues are surrounding you, Taurus. It has come with the devil. So there is some power dynamic, it seems, in your relationships going on. This can be something like after some time a person is trying to hold the control of the relationship, and it's like try to control the others or influence the others or the other, which may cause up a codependent relationship. So here there are things which are happening conditional, okay? People are always, let's say, with the devil, it's like you do something for them, you pretend them, you do not wait something in return, but then actually deep down you crave for that return. So if it doesn't come, people are like accumulating resentment, and then this is bringing something like, you know, bombing element in the situation, these explosions. This is also can be polyamorous relationships with the devil. A lot of subconscious stuff is buried, but actually haven't got the chance to come out maybe. This can be relationships. Are we like really sacrificing our true selves is it worth really sacrificing our true selves? We also need to ask this question. So there is then here something with the communication, it can be, and it can be also some fearful events. A person creating a fear in order to keep the other one in control in a relationship. So it can definitely be a love relationship which feels like addiction, or there is a lot of control element. It can be pretty much very passionate, but it may then turn out to be something painful as well, okay? It may have an addictive nature. In order to escape pain, people then turn into drugs and alcohol, it can be. So there are this escapist way it can be in love relationships time to time. So or it becomes like people become obsessed with each other, addictive with each other, okay? it can be very instant attraction, but later then, for instance, you discover actually you didn't know each other so well. Okay, so this maybe also indicate that it can be that fast gratification, but slow, fast ending processes with love. It can be. Let's see here another card. Now this is going to represent your behavioral patterns that are influencing your love life. We have the Empress. Do not, it is telling me that time to time you have tendency to sacrifice your own true self. And this can be also the Devil and the Empress. For some of you, consumption in love. A lot of dating scenery, which is like actually, how to say, less working on yourself, but more working for the relationships, but actually in a time where you need to more like working on yourself. Okay, the Empress here can be also intimate relationships, but without having any depth. The Devil and the Empress can be you know, intercourses which does not have a love element in it. It can be, or it suddenly turns out to be that you know, physical connection but without love. So there can be this unfulfilling encounters, or harming your harming yourself. Actually, it can be due to the psychological nature. So something with your self-esteem, self-worth here getting in the way. And I think either people here like giving too easily, it can be, okay, like too quickly, it can be, something becomes then how to say, a love pattern emerges by time which is becoming unhealthy. Okay, and it is creating unstable relationships. There is something here that you need to recognize your self-worth, okay, in the situation. Or you are too much giving, the other person instantly takes it. You are too much giving. There is no degree of giving. Sometimes with the Empress, you provide too much. You don't even wait the other person appreciate that. Not because that you can't give, you can give, you can be capable of that giving, but you need to also let the other person to put some to the mixture, okay? So that it can be reciprocated. If the other person does not put, then they do not want to reciprocate. So let's see another card. Now this is going to represent areas that needs further growth in order for you to find love. Four of Wands. You need a good home base, a secure home base. There is something here with your home situation derailing or physical circumstances. This is like Four of Wands. If you are living with your family or with living with other people, you need to hire your own place. You need to establish yourself. You need to establish maybe your work. Secure environment, Four of Wands, where there is this creative sexual energy also in it. This is how you are feeling secure around things, and then forming it, it can be. This can be also your establishing yourself. In what way? Four of Wands also wants us to develop actually confidence like the Empress. But the confidence here is a matter of growth when we have that foundational element in our life. So figure out what foundational elements are missing and definitely try to build that. This card will represent the areas you need to change or process in order to find love. You need to change, hopping from one option to another. There is too much here back and forth with a particular person. Indecisiveness, it can be for some of you. You really have to know what you want from love then. Two of Swords sometimes making us to hop on from one connection to another, which is not actually letting us, you know, to pause and what we really want in the situation. Are we sacrificing our personal integrity just to find a diplomacy, or do we have to like stand up and stand up for something? This is also you need to come in touch with your real feelings here. Okay, there can be some past breakups which is have negative influences over you, over your feelings, over your mind. Maybe as you are afraid of your feelings to be hurt, you do not want to open up. But love also needs a kind of a vulnerability as well. As you saw the response of the person, then you decide if you want to invest or not. So you also give up doubting if they're gonna respond. So we want to see you more decisive and what you want from love. Have standards. Don't sacrifice your personal integrity. There can be also here something you need to change. 12 Swords energy is a moon in Libra. It can be pretty much very seductive. Okay, it can be seductive, and it can like go around people, but you are like, for instance, don't know what this person really wants from you. It can be, is this person player or am I playing or not? Okay. It can be like not reading some red flags in your relationships. We have the blindfold here. I mean, can you really read the person that you are dealing with? This is you actually able to read the red flags. Okay? Sometimes people are not so much open about their signs that they are sending, but there can be some specific things that you have to read and take your stance accordingly. There can be sometimes situations, maybe you are not doing the ultimate talk with the person, and it's always some kind of a guessing, time. You are guessing each other, like reading the other's mind, trying to read the other's mind situation. But this is really taking the actually enthusiasm from the relationship itself. It can be always having to like read the mind of the other person rather than asking. Let's see another card now. This is gonna represent what needs to be liberated within yourself to allow love into your life. Liberate your inner struggle. If there are like still hang-ups from the past, you need to complete this, Taurus. Five of Wands here is also too much access hang up on you. It can be, and also you need to find your priorities. This scenery is a bit crowded one. You need to see your priorities within yourself. You also need to liberate, like having to maybe Five of Wands, fight, compete. Okay, this is we want to make 6 from here. You want the harmony. There can be also some trust issues, okay, that you need to liberate. You shouldn't, I think, find only several reasons to leave a relationship which is not serving you. Only one reason can be even enough here, okay? This can be also too many options in love relationships, and but feeling like competing with something, okay? Confusing energy. This can be also our inner argument. We also time to time, if we haven't like stand up for something, we need to stand up for ourselves. Before relationships for you become too foggy, you clearly state your boundaries and where you are standing. Actually, it can be, okay? So something in the physical nature you need to be careful about. Something you suppress in the beginning and then you have to like speak out later, but it becomes like bang, too loud, for instance. This may also make you to not to progress with the relationships now, assuming you are single Taurus watching now. Now let's see your retrospection now reading, and this is going to be, but the loves or relationships which feel addictive is also another problem here. And something with your physicality. Don't share your body with everyone, because we also exchange karma in that. Okay? There is also this energy. The devil and the empress is this type of energy. Have cautious physical intimacies here as well. Now, but this is too quickly grows with this fire element. Too quickly grows something and then Two of Swords instantly cut off. Now there is a pattern behind it. We will explore that. So let's first look at your dating history now. So this is who you were, Three of Cups, who your partner was, and the relationship you were in the past. You may have many, of course, relationships. You may have lots of dating, but this is just, let's say, the most significant one. Now, you were Three of Cups telling me that you were actually like, felt like first, let's say, you are in this ideal romantic love. And there was this heartfelt emotions. I see here in your dating history pretty much very emotional, and your heart is like a blossom later when it first, after some time interacting with the other. There is a late blooming energy there. But this is also like, okay, you may like the person, but it's like you can like the person, but this is like falling in love with the person in a later stage, actually, it can be, okay? The Star with the other person, well, you may be like idealizing your partner Star with the Star. The Star person can be here a bit self-absorbed person, like a person who is like, the stars are spinning around them, which is creating the hermit relationship. In this connection, it seems one always try to seek for the other, because the other one always like disappearing from the scenery. The relationship feels alone. People like feeling alone in each other. It's like there is this jars. So the Star person is using these two cups, but when there is this third element or a kind of a new sentiment feeling, they become not penetrating it. Okay, so it's like the relationship is closed. It has a claustrophobic sense, like only looking at the sky, and it's like closing itself to something, not letting any other element to enter. It then creates isolation. People are like doing their own soul seeking in a relationship. Your relationships by time creating isolation, and always like having to, with the Hermit, having to confront with some kind of a past. Or this is always like you are with the person, but you always have to wait if the person will come. I mean, a relationship where two people exist, but do they really exist in it? Okay, there is always some kind of a seeking. But when we gonna find and finally have that settled down energy as well, we may also have experienced that as well. A relationship always feels like a seeking. Let's see what you think you want now. What you think you want. Who you want to be. You want to be that. Who you want them to be. You want them to be Queen of Swords. The relationship you say you are looking for. King of Pentacles. You are looking for stable relationships. Blossoming, stable, and pretty much there is also kind of a material energy there. Abundance it can be, but pretty much you are looking for King of Pentacles type of relationships where a person may feel provider for the other, but usually a person have also the resources of finance or holding these resources and feeling strong with it, and bringing the relationship the stability and the confidence. This is a character, Taurus. So in a relationship, unconsciously actually, you may say, for instance, I want to be the boss in this relationship, or a relationship creates how to say, alter ego, who is like the hardworking, dependable, stable person that people can easily tap, becoming that in their relationship. Control, again, power, security, stable home. But you want to be that. When you want to be that, this is actually, you are seeking an experience in a relationship which is gonna like blown off your ego. This is Scorpio, it's the ego death, and it's the card of constant death and rebirth. You want to be transformational for the person, and you want the person like to transform you. It is always that ego death and rebirth energy. It's that intimate, that interesting, transformative experiences, but it is very intense with this card. So you are actually in the relationships, wanna bring your intensity, and problem solver, troubleshooter, and who can really make a revolution. That is also revolution. Who can make a revolution and radical changes. You want to have power. This is power, and that here card is also power. So in the who you want to be someone powerful, and you want to see the bare bones of your relationship, okay, and you want to actually accompany change with the relationship. Through the other person, I can change. This is. You want the other person to be Queen of Swords. This is a mothering type. Now, the problem here is that who you want them to be is like a mother who time to time takes out their sword and telling no to you, because you know that you have to clear out something than when you go excessive in something. Rather than you maybe doing your own transformation, having to do every time, renewing your self-identity, the way that you relate with things. You want other person to be instructive, Queen of Swords. I'm an instructive person, it says. And this relationship, you want it to become King of Pentacles, stable. This is two opposite figures. Queen of Swords can't maintain that intense energy. This is just the words. That knows no words. That knows no sword. That knows no mothering type. This is revolution. And you go and actually change the other person as well. So actually you want to be the catalyst of change in your relationships, which is a very hard mission. You want a big mission in the relationship. Now let's see then what you really need. Now you are at your best when you are actually Empress, when you are in your own element, self-confident, and actually your behavioral patterns and which is influencing your love life was also Empress. So with some touch, with some correct form of Empress, which is Taurus being very sensual, very creative, have elegance, and also being creating beauty in the relationships. Your feminine side, when it is up there, you create life. Not every time have to transform things. This is not working for you. That not working for you. What works you is when you create life. Okay? So for 2020, it works for you when you create life, beauty, elegance, enthusiasm, desire, creativity, expression. Okay? Full creation. Now the other person, best person partner for you, then what it becomes? Reverse Three of Pentacles. 3 and 3, doesn't matter if it's reverse, but this is a couple. 3 is also forming of two cells, giving a birth to the third. It's again life-giving energy, constructive energy. Material world, investments with the partner, with the person. Birth, And a person who are also, if you are considering ready to, if you are considering that, a blossom and likes children, by the way, for some of you. There is this, how to say, the best person for you can also come from a foreign background, different ethnical and foreign background it can be. This person can be also a person who is like actually burying a treasure in their heart, but they have already internalized the treasures of the world. They are not greedy. Controlled growth with the Empress growth. It's like Three of Pentacles will balance the Empress's energy, and you are now seeing the person's capabilities, what you can create together. This is a creation, a couple, I feel. Now, the best relationship for you, the Lovers. The best relationship for you is people who have left their mother issues behind and go and be present in their relationships. Here you were looking for like a mothering type, giving you all the time everything, assurance. But this is not assurance. People are free here. So Lovers relationships is the one which is talking to your heart and mind at the same time. A relationship, people are growing in their own relationship, also with no mother influence, because here our hero is now leaving the mother's comfort and joining the lover so that he can or she can grow in his own relationships. This is the journey of the Fool. So relationships which are not bringing psychological idleness but participation and bringing true inner growth in people. Okay, making people responsible of creating a dynamic in their life together. Best relationship for you is a kindred spirit one. This bond, the Lovers will give you the intensity that you crave, but this is more than an infatuation. It is both attraction, passion, but also deep connection and mutual understanding. You are gonna find in this relationship, the best relationship, spiritual, emotional, mental, and also a physical connection as well. Okay? So this is a relationship which will help you to also grow your soul development, helping you your soul development. It's like relationship that you choose the best for your soul and also for the soul of the relationship. This is also people who are putting their relationships well-being before petty arguments. Okay, this is also one energy like that. Also away from mother's influence. People need to have to finish their situation with the mother influence, because there is a here relationships without mothers are influencing, it can be. So let's do the reality check now. Reality check where you are at, how you are perceived by the others. Eight of Swords, the type of person you are attracting, Temperance type, or you are attracting receptive types here, but this is have no a person do not show any gender influence, remain too passive, it can be at the places where they have to be more active. I mean, this is a guardian angel, it has no gender. The person type you are attracting is like a person who is all the time have to maintain things like jars. But you ask this person, do you have your own idea? Where do you stand in this? I mean, the person here is either going too excessive or refraining too much expressing themselves. You perceive by others like Eight of Swords, a person who is like in a Eight of Swords in the Martial deck. This is a total void state. I mean, total void state is that if they like speak to you, for instance, you do not come with a very distinct idea, but you bring with you come with something which is with an intellectual block. Okay, there is an intellectual block you reflect to them. There is something in the cognition that other people sees a block. It's a how to say forgetful. It can be. Eight of Swords is also card of the in the Martial tradition decks. Amnesia. It's like a person becomes so forgetful. So the other person thinks that, oh, you forget, you are not giving me any priority, any importance. Or people can't read you in the relationships, and it's like you cannot read them well with the Temperance here. Because Temperance is the card of the middle ground, but it can time to time very boring. And people are pretty much, you see, half concentrated to what they are doing. You attract people who are not present in their relationships, but rather in their own work. I mean, or you are like asking too much intensity maybe from this type of people, Taurus, okay? Which can of course change for everyone here, but this is just some you know, trance I'm bringing to you, so see it for yourself. But this reading is more impressive when it is done in private format, definitely. For a general sense, this is what I can bring. And you attract people like, you know, something does not satisfy you, but later Eight of Swords is like, okay, you say, I will stay for some time. So people, this is not an energy make things like blooming, like an empress, or create life. This is like a Dead Sea, okay? And people here can be also come with imbalance as well. People you attract. It is always making you leave a question mark. Excessive tendency, people with excessive tendency. Because 8 is a balance card. With the Temperance, people, this is something lack of balance, I do feel. Something here is all too excessively giving or taking from you. Now, the relationship type you are attracting, 6 of Swords. But the relationship type you are attracting, actually it's in a conversation wise, it's a good. But when it comes to actions and doing and making something concrete, something lacks foundation here. Maybe for some of you there has been a lot of online communication that you have forgot how it is like meeting and dating in real life. Okay, these are air sign cards, and air sign cards are about online dating. So it always stays in a conversation level, and the conversation level can be good, but when it comes to make it real, people are just not there. Now, I want to see another card working for you. 6 of Cups working for you. Ace of Pentacles working against you, and how to maximize your chance for finding love. Now, in the emotional sense, there is something, it is gonna work for you. 6 of Cups we have there. So it is working for you when you are not cutting yourself from the world, and when you become a couple or a partner with a person, when you do not cut yourself out from the rest of the world, this works for you. It works for you, well, narcissistic people, narcissistic love, it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for you when you withdraw yourself. It works for you when you share, okay? It doesn't work for you with the excessive self-indulgence, but share the heartfelt feelings with the other works for you. If people have similar experiences in the past, sharing these similar experiences and building foundation out of that similar experiences definitely works for you, will work for you throughout 2020. If you have been through a difficult situation, and if you are like joined in a workshop, a kind of a place where you can share the experiences, this is also going to works for you, because will work for you, because to come with people who are also working on themselves will definitely bring more love to you. You may also throughout 2020 meet with a person who has been through some similar type of experiences like you, okay? Now, financial problems getting in the way in your relationships does not work for you. Denial does not work for you. There is something with the material world or the money that you make and how you represent it. This is you and your material possessions, how you present it and how you stand next to it. It does not work. You need to change a representation there. Do not neglect your physical needs. If you neglect your physical needs, this is not working for you, okay? Have good health. Malnutrition does not work for you. This is health cards. Work for you when you reach out people who have been through similar things. Yes, new love coming. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, which may lead to a marriage. Allow your heart and soul sing with joy. 6 of Cups. This is how you express, and it is pretty much very passionate. However, let's see then. Now, this is going to be a relationship manifesting for you throughout 2020. Are we repeating the same patterns? Are we being in relationships that we shouldn't repeat, but are we being in the relationships in which we need to tap? You will see it, you will recognize it, and based on that you will change your then attitude and manifestation level in love. You can co-create this, okay, Taurus? This is not fated, this is a potential. It says if you do not change everything, this is what you're gonna repeat every time. Now you realize your patterns and you do not repeat them. As you have the awareness, now you can change your circumstances there. Before that, let's get 3 cards from the power of surrendering. For 2020, surrender stubbornness. If you are tensing up or taking a rigid stance about something, gently observe yourself and become more yielding. This will help you communicate more lovingly with others and yourself. Surrender to miracles in 2020. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. And we have also here surrender to play. It requires a light-hearted energy first. Passion comes later. But it's that easy energy that people can relate each other first. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and renovation. Do something fun. I don't know what fun means for you. Fun can change for everyone, but go for what really makes give joy to you, because this can make you to meet with the person there. Now, here is your manifestation of love. This is what is going to now manifest most likely and most probably Let's see, are you repeating the same patterns or is there a change? If you see you repeat, you change your attitude, you change your reality. That's why we have a magician card in tarot. Now, your new love interest is a King of Cups, can be a water sign. So Six of Wands here, talking about their vocation or what they do for living. This person may be working with horses, or there can be something with the outdoor reception, celebration, organization, or it's that a committee maybe they are like organizing something, it can be, okay? This can be also someone, a trainer, okay? Can be a person who is in the public eye. This is also one energy which may come with the Six of Wands. So a person in the public eye, we can say. Now let's see here another card. This is their best characteristic, Three of Cups. Their best characteristic is that something you were tapping into as a psyche in your past relationships. So you will recognize them instantly because they're gonna project something that you will be doing, you were used to do. They are very friendly and very sharing person, very social, by the way, this person, very loving, very attentive. Let's see another card, Flowers, the Empress. Now, Empress 1, Empress 2, Empress 3, 3 times Empress. There is something with the self-confidence, self-worth. Their weakness may instantly attract your, now, weak in position Empress. It's like, oh, I see the Empress in you, now I have to fix it. You are not gonna do that, Taurus. Let people find out their own thing. We are here now. The best relationship for you is also Empress, we said. And I mean, this is what you're best. Now, this is what you are best. You see that something that they are missing, that you are at your best. Again, you may want to like fix and help and things, but this may cause trouble now. Let's wait a bit. Let's see another cards. Their first impressions of you, Knight of Swords, they will recognize you with your sharp intelligence and communication skills. Your first impressions of them is a King of Swords. A king and a knight. This is like you are in a like debate, like the intellect, the smartness, it's all talking to each other. It's a fast communication. Now, another card. Their emotional connection with you is the Death. Their emotional connection with you is what you want to be in the relationships. This is gonna instantly attract you. So their emotional connection with you will evoke that intensity within you, so you will easily like associate yourself with this person. However, your emotional connection to them, Four of Cups. Now, their emotional connection to you with the Death, it's very intense, but your emotional connection to them is not that intense that as they are towards you. Actually, this is not emotions. I see you here being moody a bit about this person. Let me see another card. Strengths of this relationship, Two of Cups. Nice. Reciprocation. You do something, they will reciprocate. They do something, you reciprocate. Nice. Feelings are really there. Preparation for love is there. The weakness, the Hermit. You see, the weakness, it may, this person have the tendency to take you back to the relationship or connections that you have like felt alone in the past. It starts good, it reawakes beautiful things, good conversation, but this person is not a long-term potential, that is not a long-term. Six of Swords, a person may leave soon. Now that the other one here leaves like wandering. So again, Taurus, very instant communication. I do not see your emotional connection to them, because I think this person will remind again someone from your past. If feelings within you do not form at the first instance, what you need is that a person that you have that really feelings first, because in your relationships I feel like feelings are formed by time. I mean, everything is great here with the 2, 3 of Cups, okay, the Empress, we have a King of Cups person, there is an emotional quality in this relationship, can be a Scorpio, Cancer energy, lots of Cancer cards by the way, 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Cups. This is like a beginning of a relationship, which is not sustained because a person is here leaving. And the other one is like wondering why. It starts good, but as you know, their emotional connection to you will make you to like be that person. So you feel, but this does not in a way wake you up, because this is death. What you need is to create life. And with a person who is leaving anytime soon, this is not possible then. This was also the flaws. So the flaws, Empress, it does not giving you to produce that life that works for you. It is taking away from the emotions. So it's like everything exists there. It's like cups full, it's shared, people drink, and it's over, one leaving. But at the time you share, it can be great, but it is not a long term, okay? Taurus, this is what I see in your readings. So you work for the Empress. We need to find the 3 of Pentacles person here and the Lover's relationship. But what we have here is the Hermit. So you are repeating. You need to work on yourself more, your self-worth, your nutrition, your body, how you use your resources. What are the things that you need to first establish yourself? There is something with the confidence. There is something here with a mother's influence. So we want adult-to-adult relationship where people can grow in their relationship. This 2 Knight and the King is a good one, because this is like your intellectual connection with them, but the rest is like just full emotions. A person appears and then leaves, and the other one is like wandering. But a person who is reawakening a lot within you can be good at the time that you connect with them, okay? But you have also a wedding potential. So this is not the person here. You may manifest someone here, I think, better for yourself. That person will take away. They are not gonna give. So pretty much the messages. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. And yes, we also need to find 6 of Cups here and the Sun, but it didn't came out. So thank you so much for tuning in. My insights for you for 2020. Hope you enjoyed this reading. Well, this is a general reading. It is not going to resonate with everyone. So if you would like to have a private reading and you are a single person, this is what I conduct for single people, and I do everything together. I do not separate the spread, so pretty much it's a packed reading. So if you consider one, please check the description box below. Thank you so much once again for tuning in and watching this reading. I will speak to you soon. Ciao for now.